Welcome back to the channel. Let's continue our nomenclature lectures talking about acids. With acids, writing the formula is very similar to ionic compound. You have an acid. When you have an excess of hydrogen, your hydrogen is your cation, and you have an anion, either a polyatomic anion or a monatomic anion. And you're going to use a swap and drop like you learned with ionic compounds. Naming is different depending on the type of ion, and we'll talk about that in a minute. You do need a periodic table, and on your periodic table, you're going to locate hydrogen, and you're going to locate your monatomic anions. Now that we have our periodic table, the other thing that you will need as a resource will be your polyatomic ions. If you look at the list here, it's slightly different than the list that I've been using. I added the acetate ion because acetic acid is a very common acid, and you should know how to write that. The rules for writing your formula and naming your acid are different depending on what type of anion you have attached to your hydrogen. Hydrogen is the only cation that you're going to need, but if you have a monatomic anion, meaning it comes from the periodic table, you have to add the prefix hydro and then change the ending to ic acid. So if you have chlorine, for example, that's the chloride ion, and it comes from the periodic table, it's monatomic, you end up with hydrochloric acid. And the formula is HCl because Cl only has a 1- charge. The polyatomic anions, you have a different one for ending in ATE and ITE. When you have a polyatomic ion, you do not add a prefix, and you change the ending accordingly. For the ATE, 8 ion, you're going to change it to ic acid. For the ITE, you're going to change it to OUS acid. Here are a few examples. You're going to look at the name and you're going to write the formula. When you're writing the formula, remember you're going to swap and drop. So you need to know the charge of your anion. That will tell you how many hydrogens you need, and then you will always only have one anion. Go ahead and give it a try. When you're looking to name the acids, the first thing that you need to notice is that every acid will start off with a hydrogen. That's how you know it's an acid. Then you have to determine if it's a monatomic anion or a polyatomic anion, and then what type of polyatomic anion it is, and then name it accordingly. Go ahead and give these a try. Don't forget to comment. Come back for more practice. Chemistry can be easy.